Hello, beautiful souls, beautiful friends. Welcome to another video. This video is about how to leave a toxic relationship or marriage when it feels like there is no way out. So let's go straight into it. So when we feel like there's no way out, we have been saying this thing to ourselves for quite some time, because if we feel that there is no way out, this is only because we have been having these thoughts. We've been saying to ourselves that there is no way out, so we start feeling that way. The way we feel always comes from the thoughts that are turning in our head, and if we keep having the same type of thoughts or observations in our head for a long period of time, then we adopt a habit of thinking a certain way, and we start believing in it, and we start feeling in line with how we are thinking, and that becomes a habit of thinking that way and feeling that way. So if you have been saying to yourself that there is no way out, this is because you have been saying this to yourself for a long time, and you started feeling it and really believing it, and this became your state of being, believing that there is no way out, feeling like there is no way out. And this is how your brain works. If you are saying to yourself, to your brain, that there is no way out, your brain is taking that as a fact. So if you have been saying to yourself there is no way out of this relationship, your brain believes it. And your brain is taking that as a fact, and your brain is also taking that as an order or a lack of order. So if you say to yourself there is no way out, your brain is blocking any possibility of finding any way to get out of it. So your brain will not focus on anything else rather than stay, because your brain is executing your orders. And how does your brain know what your orders are? By what you say to your brain. So this is the key thing. This is the first step, and this is the key thing. Start being conscious of what you're saying to yourself in your own head, of your own thoughts. If you feel and believe that there is no way out, this is because you've been saying it to yourself. So stop those thoughts and question them. I know that I'm not trying to diminish how you're feeling. It probably feels very overwhelming to be in a toxic relationship. Not probably, certainly feels overwhelming to feel that you're in this toxic relationship and you just don't know how to save yourself. I'm not saying that is not an overwhelming feeling. It is. But just because it's an overwhelming feeling, it does not mean that there is no way out. The only reason why you maybe are saying to yourself that there is no way out is because there is a fear that is blocking you from even trying to find a way out. So it's maybe easier to say that there is no way out, and you stay in this zone, in this toxic dynamic, because it has been going on for a while, and there's a fear blocking you from trying to get out of it. There are all sorts of reasons why this fear might show up. One of the reasons might be, well, what will happen to me once I get out? What are the consequences? Maybe people will judge me, maybe my family will judge me, maybe I will never find another partner again, and so on. I will stay alone for the rest of my life. So these fears are actually most likely causing us to believe, to say to ourselves, well, there is no way out. Because this fear, and the reason why this fear is there in the first place, feels so big to us, that probably staying in this relationship feels less scary than actually getting out of it. So that's the key thing. So there's a fear that is blocking us from even trying to find a way to get out of the relationship. And what we have been associating with that fear, maybe judgment of family or community, never find love again, and so on. So that picture we have painted around the fear, this is all in our head. I'm not saying all in our head by trying to diminish it, but really it is a picture that we have painted in our head around this fear, the reasons to have this fear. That picture sounds somehow worse, feels worse than this toxic relationship picture we have painted around the toxic relationship. So now our brain is comparing these two pictures, and our brain's job is to always move us away from pain towards pleasure, or move us away from something that is a bigger pain than another option. So there are these two pictures. There's a picture you have painted in your brain. Let me recap. There's a picture you have painted in your brain around the fear of getting out of the relationship. All sorts of scenarios that can happen if you leave or try to leave that are causing this fear. And there's a picture you have painted around the toxic relationship. And your brain will compare these two pictures, all based on the movies that we all create in our heads by having these thoughts of what if. These two pictures are compared, and your brain will pick the one that sounds less painful, that feels less painful or less scary. And this is all happening automatically in the background, in the back of your head, in the back of your subconscious mind. So the first thing to do is to sit down and be very honest with yourself. What picture have you painted? What are your thoughts? What are you saying to yourself around this relationship? And what are you saying to yourself around getting out of the relationship? Because those are the two pictures that your brain is comparing. And you can change those pictures. Because if your goal, really your dream would be to leave, to get out of the toxic relationship, you need to paint this picture of leaving to be better than the picture of staying. It's simply by choosing what you say to yourself. And if the picture of leaving is more scary than the picture of staying, then to basically make sure that you're staying, your brain will keep saying, well, there is no way out. There is no way out. Stay there. Because the brain wants to protect you from this scary scenario of leaving that might be triggered by leaving. So there is no way out. It's sort of like an illusion. It could be like this protective mechanism that your brain came up with to protect you, because the picture of leaving is a scary option, and your brain doesn't want you to go into the scarier option than the option that you already are in right now. So there is no way out is an illusion. There is no way out is basically this picture you have created in your head that there is no way out. This is a better place for me. Because this is a better place for me, then there is no way out. Because the way out is scarier. So there is no way out is not true. It is not true that there is no way out. There is a way out, but you have associated fear with the way out. So you need to sit down with yourself, be very honest with yourself, have a conversation with yourself, and think about the way out as something other than a fear. Think of a way out as something that is possible. Maybe you don't know how, when, where, why at this moment. But if you start telling your brain that what you want is the way out, and that is a better option for you, and that is possible, you open the possibility. You tell your brain that is possible and I want to find a way. Then your brain will understand this is what you want, and your brain will start putting all the pieces of the puzzle together, so you start finding a way to actually get yourself out of this toxic relationship. So the third step would be you need to tell your brain there is a way out. Maybe I don't see it now, but I want to find it. There is a way out and I want to find it. And your brain will start working for you and finding possibilities. And then one day it will just happen. Because if you keep saying to yourself there is no way out, your brain is not even going to consider, look for any option for you. Because you just told your brain that you just want to stay. So you tell your brain, I want to find a way. There is a way out. I don't see it now. I don't know how to do it now, but I want to find it. I want to find it, there is a way out. And then you tell your brain there is a possibility, go and find it. And your brain will find it for you. So I hope this was helpful. These are the first couple of steps that are really key. Because once you set your mind up correctly, your mind will then take you towards finding this way out. Rather than you closing your mind to any sort of way out, then nothing will really happen because you didn't really tell your mind that it should look for a way out. So that's basically the key thing and the starting point for you. If you want to leave if you would love to leave a toxic relationship, but you feel there is no way out, this is where to start. So I hope this was helpful, and don't forget that you deserve loving relationships. You deserve to have loving experiences. You deserve love, and love is available to you. And I hope you reconnect with the strength within you, and you go and open yourself up to that love that is waiting for you, that you absolutely deserve. I wish you a beautiful day and see you in my next video.